This is a rattlestick, a very dangerous and highly venomous snake which can kill you instantly with one bite. But besides it, there are many more venomous and dangerous snakes on the planet. In this video, we will discover which snakes are the most venomous on a scale of 1 to 10. We will find out where each snake lives and how big it is, and believe me, what you hear in the rest of the video will fascinate you. Green snake. Green snake is one of the most common types of snakes that you can find in nature. We can easily conclude from their color that they live somewhere in the forests. However, their main habitats besides forests are also humid rainforests. The reason for the green color of their skin is precisely camouflage. These snakes are about 1 meter long, and on a scale of 1 to 10, they would be ranked somewhere around 0.5. Green snakes are almost not poisonous at all. Most of them do not have a poisonous gland in them. However, there is a certain number of them that do, and no matter how weak that poison is, it can be deadly at some point. These snakes often like to hide in the trees and bushes of the rainforest and are distributed across a large number of continents. In the world, you will most often find them in the rainforests of Asia, Africa, and of course the Amazon, home to many of the snakes that we will just hint at later in the video.
Anaconda. Anaconda is a snake that I believe you have all heard of at least once. What makes this snake so special? Well, it is the largest snake in the world. This snake is so big that it swallows its prey, and large prey like some mammals that it encounters. Anaconda is up to 10 meters long and about 1 meter wide, which is really huge. It lives in the largest rainforest in the world, the Amazon, and mostly around the Amazon River. If you ever meet this creature and are scared by its size, at least you don't have to be afraid of its poison, since no type of anaconda is poisonous at all. On a scale of 1 to 10, it would be classified as 0. In addition to not having poison, anacondas don't even have teeth, and they can't bite. Is it dangerous to humans? Well, there are some types of anaconda that do not attack humans at all, but believe me, an anaconda can be extremely dangerous even for humans because its attack style is based on wrapping itself around its prey, choking it, and then just swallowing it, which it can do with very large living creatures and even some humans.
Cobra. The cobra is another well-known snake, which I believe you never want to encounter. Cobras mainly live in drier areas, mostly in the savannas and forests of Africa, South and Southeast Asia. Cobras are quite large snakes and can grow between 2.5 meters and even up to 5.5 meters, which if you compare it to the height of a person would be really big. Cobras are among the most dangerous snakes that exist. Do you see anything specific about the cobra? Yes, it is this skin behind its head that can spread or contract depending on whether the cobra wants it or not. And what is it for? Well, you see, when a large animal or a person approaches the cobra, it usually has a habit of standing up and spreading that skin to look bigger and more dangerous. On a scale of 1 to 10, we could put it at number 9, since its venom is so strong that in just a few minutes it causes convulsions and a direct attack on the central nervous system, which can quickly lead to death, which is why the cobra is an extremely dangerous snake. Have you ever heard of the term king cobra? If so, do you know what it means? Well, for those who don't know, it means that it is a type of cobra that likes to feed even on its own kind, which means that this cobra can and does steal very often. That is, it feeds on other snakes.
Black mamba. The black mamba is a typical snake for African regions, especially the Sahara. This snake is not really that black. It is more of a grayish color, but there are also black ones. Its size varies between 2 meters, but it can grow to a size of 4 meters. Its specificity is that when it defends itself or attacks, it likes to do it very carefully and precisely. It does not attack reflexively like other snakes, except when it is threatened. It is extremely poisonous, even more than a cobra. And on a scale of 1 to 10, we could classify it as 9.5, which is very, very poisonous. Without medical care, within 1 hour, a person can be killed by this poison, and during that time, the central nervous system is attacked, which, as with the cobra, can cause paralysis and unconsciousness. It does not attack humans unless it is surprised or threatened. In other words, it views attack as a last resort. It hunts mainly insects and smaller mammals such as rodents and rabbits.
The ciliated viper. The ciliated viper is a snake that lives in the region of Latin America, namely in the region of Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, and all the way to Ecuador, and covers a small part of the Amazon. This type of snake is very diverse. It is not very large. Its average size is between 0.5 and 1 meter, but it is very colorful. It can be orange, red, yellow, green. It comes in almost all colors. Its venom on a scale of 1 to 10 could be rated as a 6. It is not that poisonous, and it is generally a peaceful snake. It lives on the trees and branches of Latin American rainforests. It attacks humans extremely rarely, and only if it is in extremely great danger. It hunts smaller reptiles and birds, but its venom is certainly extremely deadly and the bite can be very painful. Its main weapon for attack and defense is camouflage, but it has a hard time doing so since it can be very garishly colored.
Rattlesnake. The rattlesnake is a snake that is typical of the regions of Anglo-America. It is not too large and lives in the steppe and prairie regions of this continent. It can grow up to 2 meters and is not that aggressive. It is brownish in color with specific stripes, and at the end of its tail, it has so-called rattles, which when the snake is disturbed, it starts to move quickly, which is a warning for an attack. If it is in danger and starts to move its tail, the chance of an attack is almost 100%. Its bite is extremely painful and causes swelling, and its poison on a scale of 1 to 10 can be put at a solid 8. It mainly attacks smaller reptiles and rodents, but it does so very cautiously. It avoids conflict with humans, but if it does, it bites, which is very dangerous because its poison kills in a very short period of time. So be careful with snakes.